personal foul.
That was absolutely ridiculous.
The Boston Bruins have won the Stanley Cup.
Up on down. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Red Sox win the World Series.
I don't know. It's tough. Tom's up there, man.
Well, I've been a fan of Boston Celtics for, my whole life pretty much.
The first Celtics game was back when I was like 7 years old.
The Boston Celtics became legendary.
What is going on YouTube? It is your boy Jesse Almeida here on YouTube and on Beantown Takes, and today we have another reaction video. This is it, the big moment right here. The press conference of Jaylen Brown signing the largest contract in NBA history. Jaylen Brown is going to be remaining with the Boston Celtics for the next 6 seasons. That's counting the next season also. He was under contract for 1 more season before this extension kicks in. But this deal locks him in for another 5 years on top of this year as well. Jaylen Brown will be here for a minimum of 6 seasons with the Boston Celtics. Super happy, super stoked for JB. People wanted this press conference first before the Patrice Bergeron one. We're going to give you guys the Jaylen Brown press conference first today, and then we're going to give you the Patrice Bergeron press conference tomorrow. We'll go in that order there. Super happy for JB. I am so glad that JB is not going anywhere and that he's going to be remaining in the green and white for the next 6 seasons. We're just going to hop straight into it because this is a 23-minute video because we're going to be kicking back and relaxing and enjoying the video. Leave a thumbs up if you guys enjoy these videos right here. Subscribe now if you guys are new. You guys know what to do. Go check out our website. The link's in the description down below. Congratulations to JB once again. He's absolutely earned this 1000%. He worked his butt off. He's only gotten better year after year, and he does so much for the city of Boston and the community around here. We appreciate everything that Jaylen Brown has done for Boston, for the community, and to try and make this world a better place. All love to JB. I'm glad to have you here for the foreseeable future. And without further ado, stop straight in this video. I love that he's doing this in front of his bridge community
Mr.
too.
Brown here and had you guys come over. It's just ironic
That's
that
so
we're talking
awesome.
about living to make history. Well, Mr. Brown right now is here in the forefront, the apex of the triangle, to make history. Not local history, but national history and so forth, world history. You guys are a part of each one of that history, local, national, and international. We're here today to join Mr. Brown and applaud him for having the opportunity to share with society his gifts on the basketball court as well as his gifts as a humanitarian. He chose to bring this thing to MIT and have the youth here to witness him to sign this monumental contract
Right.
with the Boston Celtics.
Oh, they're gonna do it here?
From my understanding, this is the
Yo, that's amazing.
Now, what makes this history
This is awesome.
is the fact that this is the largest contract that had ever been signed by the NBA. I mean, that surpasses Michael Jordan, that surpasses LeBron James, Magic Johnson, so forth and so on. So what I want you guys to realize is that you have a gift from God here before you now, and I'm just happy that we all are here to share this history with him. I'm even more happy that his mom is here, can be present and watch her son just blossom in life. God bless you guys, and thank you for coming.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that they're doing this here. I love that he's signing it in front of everybody too. That's amazing also. Normally you'll see like pictures of them signing it or whatever behind closed doors pretty much. But it's very rare that you see them actually sign it in front of everybody on video.
Excuse us. We would
Live on TV also. That is contract right there. Yep.
All right, so you want me first?
I want to like, yes, can we, Joe, I might have you guys come on up a little bit, just so we're, there you are.
That's one paper down. Two, is that it? All done. Official. Nice. That's history right there. That must be his mom and dad right there.
The world is mine. The world is mine. The world is mine. Go.
That must be his saying.
Round of applause, man.
That's awesome.
Okay, well, welcome everybody. Jaylen, welcome you. Welcome. Thank you. Back. I mean, you never left, and that's the point. Thank you for being here.
Yes, sir.
Ever since I met Jaylen 7 years ago, I've been completely, I guess, blown away, impressed by his intensity, his commitment, his passion. And it's not about him, it's about other people. It's about making his teammates the most successful, but even more, it's about being in the community and lifting everybody up.
Right.
We spoke, all of us, the other day about this contract, and I think we spent the most time on Sunday talking about Bill Russell. The inspiration that he provides to all of us, the inspiration he provides particularly to Jaylen, who's feeling that strongly and always has, and what we can do to honor Bill Russell in the future, just as one example of what we talked about. But it's not just about
That's awesome.
a contract or money
That's
or
awesome.
playing basketball. It's about making a difference in life. And that's what Jaylen embodies to me and to my partners, Steve and others, and to all of us here at the Celtics. He's a true Celtic. He's a Celtic for years to come.
Yep.
We live and burn with the desire to make the world a better place, and as well, not to be forgotten, to win Banner 18. And this
Damn
is
right.
the next step to that.
Yep.
And it happened today, and you saw it right in front of you. And I'm thrilled to welcome Jaylen
Yep.
as the highest paid player in NBA history, one of the most talented, and one of the people I respect the most who I've ever met. So,
Absolutely.
Jaylen, congratulations.
Yes, sir.
And I want to add that since Jaylen came here, he's been an incredible beacon in the community, the Boston Celtics Shamrock Foundation and Boston Celtics United for Social Justice. And we plan to take that even to higher levels now with his leadership and working with the entire team, as Wick said. We work directly with Bill Russell to build the Bill Russell statue and his legacy and promote those programs. And I'm glad, Jaylen has the same appreciation of history, and hopefully we can make history together and make Boston a better place, the world a better place, using the Celtics brand and using all the work Jaylen's done in the community for us and for his foundation. And we're very excited about that, as well as the prospects for basketball. So thank you, Jaylen.
I think I'm next. I just want to say, it's great to be in the presence not only of everybody up here, but certainly all the kids that are here. And, we don't get a chance to do this with you very often. And one of the things that, I've been really lucky is, as a coach and now in the position that I'm in, is to see young people grow and work to eventually achieve their dreams and achieve what they want to set out to do. And, from the moment Jaylen got here, it's been about growing. It's about getting better. It's about tackling every challenge. It's about, if things go really well for you that day, working hard the next day so you can be a little bit better. If things don't go as well for you, it's about working even harder the next day so you can be a little bit better. That pursuit of excellence never changes. And I think that that's a great separator when you're talking about a player, when you're talking about a teammate, when you're talking about a person that you want to be associated with and you want to have a long-term relationship with.
Right.
And so it's not just, you know, obviously with all of you here, as you're thinking about how this impacts you, right? Regardless
do
of your
this, like, more
circumstance
often?
of what happened yesterday, right? Good
Instead
or
of just
bad,
having it
you
behind
can
closed
put
doors
your
with just
attitude
the
towards
media.
making today the best that it can be and working to be the best that
Like,
you
I know
can
this is
make it.
Jaylen Brown's community that's
And
in front
he's a
of
good
him,
example
but, like,
of that. Is one of the best examples that I've been around.
I would pay
and so
to
I
go see
appreciate
this.
the fact that you're here to share the day with Jaylen and his family and everybody else that's here.
Yeah, just to piggyback what everyone said, I think one of the first conversations I had with Jaylen as the head coach was just to affirm not the basketball player, but the person and kind of the gifts and the attitude and just the energy that I get when I'm around him. And he's the type of person that has made me better. He's made the people around him better. And the fact that we're here today for this moment, but that he involved, you know, his camp and young individuals just sitting here and seeing that I was in a position like that before, and to have an opportunity that you guys have and to have a leader and an example in Jaylen just kind of says what, you know, we're all trying to accomplish here as people. And I think it's so much bigger than basketball. And
100%.
that was one of my first messages to him. And it's, you know, the same today. Like, you know, even though the expectation will be for you to be a great player, it's even a bigger expectation to continue what you've done. And I know you truly embrace that, and I'm just honored to be a part of that. So thank you. And, you know, thank you guys for being here as well.
I appreciate the
Speech time,
investment
let's
and
go.
commitment from the Celtics and from the rest of the community. And that investment and commitment will be felt in return from me here in Boston, on and off the floor, but also hopefully soon around the world. You guys being here is special for me today. You guys represent the next generation. You represent the future. And everything I do is try to make this world a better place. So thank you all for being in attendance. Thank you all for being up here. Thank you all for sharing this moment. And we got a lot of work to do. So let's get started.
Get to work, buddy. Get to work, both on and off the floor. Make this world a better place, and let's get Banner 18 this year.
Please wait for the mic before asking questions. Thank you.
Hey, Jaylen, what do you plan to do with the generational wealth? I mean, what do you plan to do off and on the floor with this new contract?
Good question.
Well, that's a great question. I want to launch a project to bring Black Wall Street here to Boston. I want to attack the wealth disparity here. I think there's analytics that supports that, you know, stimulating the wealth gap could actually be something that could be betterment for the entire economy. With the biggest financial deal in NBA history, it makes sense to talk about, one, your investment in community, but two, also, you know, the wealth disparity here that nobody wants to talk about. It's top 5 in the U.S. It's something that we can all improve on. It's unsettling. And I think through my platform, through influential partners, through selected leaders, government officials, a lot who are in this room, that we can come together and create new jobs, new resources, new businesses, new ideas that could, you know, highlight minorities, but also stimulate the economy and the wealth gap at the same time.
Right.
I think that could be a mix of commercial entities, real estate, residentials as well. Boston could be, you know, a fully integrated, self-sufficient, you know, hub, you know, attacking minorities and stimulating the wealth gap. I think Boston could be a pilot, not just for wealth disparity here in the U.S., but also for around the world. So you asked me what I wanted to do or what I want to do. One, I want to, you know, attack that wealth gap here in Boston, create a project. Also, I want to help stimulate the overall economy, and I want to bring Black Wall Street here to Boston.
Nice. Like that. Love it. Love it.
Jared?
Jaylen, usually these press conferences are done just at the facility, not a ton of fanfare. Why did you want to do it here at your bridge program in front of all these people?
Well, I think it kind of just happened to fall like that. You know, I think we probably would all like to get the deal done a little bit earlier, but you know, this is where this is the day it fell on, and I knew I was going to be here, spending most of my time. So I thought it was fitting. I thought it kind of just happened. We fell together like that. But what more beautiful place than to be in the environment with youth,
Oh, did he
to be in an
hold off
environment
to
for
do it in
learning
front of
that's
his
supposed to be cutting
Twitch
edge and make the
community?
world a better place. And that's what, I think we're all in the business of, besides just entertainment. So for it to be here, I think was just divine timing. And now, as we are putting the pen to paper, we got a lot of work to do, and I think we're all in that same journey to make this place, this community that we all live in, better, and we all have that responsibility.
I bet if I'm yawning, I had a long day at work today. Plus, I had a long day yesterday, too.
Congratulations. How do you feel like the contract negotiations went? Seems like both sides were very deliberate here, took your time with this, made sure it was done right. What kind of things were you looking for from the Celtics? Obviously, a lot of commitments off the court. I'm sure you'd love support from them on as well. And, for Wick, how do you see the Celtics kind of partnering with Jaylen on, a lot of his initiatives off the floor?
It's a question for me or for Wick?
For both.
Thank you, sir.
What was the question again? I'm sorry.
It's a little quiet. If we could turn the mic volume.
Honestly,
Sorry, Jaylen, first for you.
ask the first question first.
How do you
and
feel like the
second
contract
second question after
negotiations
Jaylen.
went? And what were you looking to, get from the Celtics, on the court and off the court through these negotiations?
I think it went great. I think a lot of time when you talk about a relationship that you have with individuals, you can just talk to them normally and direct. Because I've known these guys for 7+ years, and a lot of times when financial stuff kind of gets into play, it gets a little bit more sensitive or et cetera. But I thought, from my standpoint, they understood where I came from, they understood where we came from, and it was all about just meeting in a place where it made sense for everybody. And I'm glad that we were able to finish it and get everything done, and to be able to have the community here at the same time. I think that was just the storyline writes itself.
Right.
And Wick, your perspective on the negotiations, things that were important to the Celtics and for Jaylen, and how, the organization's going to support his off-the-court causes.
Right. Yeah, off the court is a big part of our discussion. It was very explicit. We spent serious time on it on Sunday, as an example. But it's always been that way with Jaylen being here and with his teammates. We try to lead the league in things we do off the court, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't double it or triple it. I mean, that's the aspiration. Jaylen's going to be a driving force in that. In terms of having Jaylen here, from my personal perspective, and I speak for the front office and the teammates and fans, I think I speak for everybody, he's the key.
Yes.
Jaylen has stood tall for 7 years here, improving, to my mind, every single year.
Correct.
With hard work and with true talent and intensity.
On the court,
and
stats
we want to
back
go
that
win on the basketball
and he's
court
the
as well.
number 2
It is
option on this
entertainment.
team.
It is the fun part of the job. There's a lot more
Absolutely
work to do than just
crazy.
that. But we intend to go do that. And having our All-NBA Jaylen Brown here, enthusiastically ready to build and ready to grow from here, off the court and on the court, is absolutely, it's a great day for the Boston Celtics.
Yep.
Next question, John. Jaylen, when you sign a contract like this, fair or not, it's going to put a real bright spotlight on you. How do you plan to handle the pressure of a contract like this through the ebbs and flows of the season, knowing that the attention on you is going to be magnified?
I think I look at life as stages and degrees, and everything that I kind of went throughout my career has kind of prepared me for each stage. So I think like all the life circumstances, the experiences I've had through this organization, experiences I had in the community have all prepared me greatly to be in this spot. I don't shy away from pressure. I know what the demand is, I know what the expectation level is, and I know the work that is required. Everything about me is about work. So I look at it as just another challenge to get better, another challenge to improve. I don't think nobody has seen my best yet.
Right.
And so God willing, I'll be able to put my best foot forward and do what I do best.
Yeah, you're still 26. You're still in the prime of your career in terms of on
Jaylen,
the
just to
court.
follow up on that.
And off the court, I bet you're
for
not
you
even close to being
personally,
done there either.
This obviously is the biggest deal in NBA history at this point. For the franchise to, come to you with that kind of an offer, what was your reaction just to be able to sign this kind of a deal, to know that the team wants to put this kind of, faith in you as, a player and a person here?
I think it's great. It's a much of appreciation is from me for the investment and commitment that I have gotten from the city since I've been here. And I don't take that for granted. I know a lot of times you can pick and choose and point out situations that may not have gone your way, but the overall appreciation to be able to be in this position is is fantastic. So for me to be able to go out there, every single night and play, but also represent the causes and the things that I stand for in the community, represent being a voice for the voiceless, to me, it gives my life and my meaning so much more purpose. So to me, I'm excited to do so. I'm excited to represent, this city, this organization. I'm excited to play. I'm excited to walk in the lights of people like, John Carlos, who's here, people like Bill Russell, et cetera, that, have paved the way for athletes, just in general, to be able to have platforms. And I think the life is changing. The world is changing, and I'm proud to be a part of that change.
It's shifting.
Jaylen, obviously there's been some changes within the roster this summer. What kind of factors, what did you consider when thinking about how the team has changed? Obviously there's Marcus leaving, Grant leaving, Kristaps coming in. And what do you think kind of the direction of the franchise as it moves forward now?
Definitely a lot of big changes. Change is not always a bad thing. My brother, my teammate, one of my best friends, is not on the team anymore. Everybody knows it. I learned so much from Marcus. Marcus has been somebody that's like, we butted heads at times. We fought. We did it all. Put each other in headlocks, et cetera. And his journey won't feel the same without him, to be honest. But it's a part of life. It's a part of like what you do going forward. And everything that he's instilled into this organization, everything he's instilled into this community is still going to be with us, still carry it with us. So, we're going to wish him well on his new journey. Obviously, the city of Boston is going to be, feel the loss of his impact when he's no longer here. But we'll be able to, keep moving forward.
And just lastly, like, what was Sunday like for you when it was final? Like, when this thing was done, did you celebrate family, call people? Like, what was just that moment like for you?
The moment was great. I was here with my students. We was in the middle of a robotics session. So, I was learning, I was a part of the curriculum. We were doing some teaching, doing some active engagement.
For one quick second. The reason why I say that's interesting is because remember when Grant Williams poked the bear in Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals, and they asked Jaylen Brown a question on Grant Williams doing that, and he said next question. Figured he didn't like that, what Grant Williams did there.
Gave me some workshops. So
it seemed like that rubbed off the wrong way.
I was able to just put my phone down and just, get right into class with the bridge students. That's what I was doing.
Jaylen, Grant Williams, Robert Williams both posted that they were unable to reach you on FaceTime. Have you been able to reach out to them? How do you feel about them calling you up?
I saw this. That was great.
I'm not aware. What happened?
Rob and Grant tried to FaceTime you after you signed your deal.
Okay.
They couldn't get through, so they posted screenshots on Instagram saying that you've changed.
He definitely changed his number. I mean,
care to respond and tell us how much you've changed? So are you too big for your teammates now?
Nah, never. No, those are my guys. I'll probably give them a call when I leave out of here. But yesterday was a crazy day. Probably the most my phone has ever been ringing and on the line. So I missed that call. But, I'll make sure I get back with those guys.
He was going to call him, but he'll call him tomorrow now.
All right.
Jaylen, you're not a guy to overreact to anything. You keep everything in stride. But has there been a time in the last 24 hours you sat in the dark or in your room and looked in the mirror and said, 304 million? Like you just kind of digested how much that is, how generational wealth, highest paid player in the league, coming from where you came from. Have you had a chance to swallow that and think about that?
Oh yeah, for sure. The way my brain works probably maybe a little differently than others. Like when I first, made sure when it first was finalized, the first thing that came to mind is like, dang, like look what all you can do with it now. Like how much you can invest into your community, what you can build with it, what you can change, how many lives you can touch, and like what you can do in real time. That just those resources that you have, money isn't everything. But the ability to have resources, to put stuff together, to build things, to change things, to have influence, all of that stuff is more inspirational to me than anything. So now the pressure is like, now I got to build something fitting, something monumental to reach up to make sense for, that astronomical number. But I'm excited to do so.
Final question, dude.
Jaylen, congratulations. You talked about the loss of some of your brothers, Grant and Marcus, of course, but you have additions here. Guys, big addition was Porzingis. As you look towards next year, do you think this roster has what it takes to win an NBA championship?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yep.
Of course. I'm excited to get started with the journey as well. I think what Kristaps can bring to us defensively, in addition some of our other guys can bring to us defensively, I want to make sure that's where we hang our hats this year, and that starts with me, that starts with Jason, that starts with guys, Rob, where Mark is gone, we don't want our defensive identity to go out the door as well. So we got to really emphasize that at the start of training camp.
Yep.
Thank you, everybody.
Yep. That's gonna do it. It's gonna do it for this video here. Please, those of you guys enjoyed this video, subscribe now if you guys new. You guys know what to do. Go check out our website. The link's in the description down below. Congratulations to Jaylen Brown on his big deal. I'm glad he's gonna be sticking around with the Celtics for the next 6 seasons. And until next time, it's been your boy Jesse. Oh nope, that's not it. Where is it? It's gotta be over here somewhere. I got it. I got it. I got it. Wasn't a good memory, obviously, but still have it in my collection. Can't forget about this, right? Can't forget about this here. Congratulations to JB one last time before we sign off here. Glad you're going to be with the Celtics for the next 6 seasons. Staying here, wearing the green and white jersey on the parquet. Man, let's make this world a better place. Let's go get that banner 18. The energy's shifting once again. It's been your boy Jesse, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, guys.